When I was about 15 years old, David Bowen and Jason Cademy had me learn the bass line to Footprints. That was a song that was played at David's father's funeral. It always meant a lot to David. And that's where I first learned to solo. I remember David and Cad just go, do it, even though I had no idea what I was doing. So it was within the 12-bar blues form, from Wayne Shorter in that instance, that the blues came to me. Beautiful stories of community and strength, and those two strengthening me and saying, yes, you can do this, brother. And there are a bunch of us now. Something must be made right.
Brothers and sisters, all is well.
The TransRational Blues is that in us which will not quit, which always surrenders and never gives up.
If, then, what?
My people live in a land
Come on, John.
where the aquifer is drying up.
Here's how my rabbi instructed me. He said, if you find yourself going to the temple with an offering and you realize that there is something hurt in your heart, the TransRational Blues is that in us which will not quit. That there's something between you and a brother, always surrenders and never gives up. Something must be made right. And there are a bunch of us
The dust
now.
fills up my windowsill,
Yeah,
and it comes right through my door.
yes. There is an
Well, the
intelligence
dust fills up
rising
my
up
windowsill,
from within us,
and it comes right through.
the only place from which anything ever arose.
Done blown out all my brooms,
Come on, brothers and sisters.
sweeping up my dirty floor.
Please
Sorry, baby.
sing with me these TransRational Blues.
I bought me some windshield wipers, but the rain did not come down.
Well, I bought me some windshield wipers, but the rain did not come down.
Hey everybody, Travelin' Trav here. I wrote this short essay after I visited Selby Minner at the Oklahoma Blues Hall of Fame, and she told me that I weren't blues man enough to play on her stage. TransRational Blues. My blues are so branched on the tree that the mainstream blues, whatever that is, can't even recognize it apparently. It's called the TransRational Blues. It's the blues you sing while you are breaking the performance stage chains, but you're still looking for your people to sing with. It's the blues you end up singing when you are so white that you gotta reverse engineer your soul. It's the blues that develops after a full dose of white man guilt. It's the blues that come when you done give all you had to make that woman forget you was a man. It's the music that develops when you can't hardly get another guitar man to play with you. I know I'm in danger of appropriation just in talking like this, but there is hardly any safe place that a white, middle-aged homeless man can go these days without being marginalized. Ain't nobody want to hear these blues. I know, these words coming from the mouth of privilege. I hate to be a bother. Now, to become a bother as an identity. I hate to bother you, verb, something that I do to you. But I didn't know, when I was 14, anything about appropriation, and I swear I never made hardly $1 playing the blues. I traced the blues all the way to Charlie Parker when he played Blues for Alice and beyond. First song I ever wrote was a 12-bar blues progression. Mr. PC by John Coltrane. I sang that sax line for 10 weeks while I was at Fort Sill Army Basic Training. Joe Bob Nelson, my first guitar teacher, he taught me the melody and the 12-bar progression to Bill Doggett's Honky Tonk. I have learned and listened to blues. I have many compositions that follow the 12-bar form. In other words, this is a lifetime practice for me. My relationship to blues and jazz music changed the whole course of my life. The blues, in fact, saved my life, and I can say that with full confidence. The blues speak to me of a great strength to stand up under oppression, and jazz speaks of a developed intelligence that arose from an oppressed people. The blues speak of the trauma of an enslaved people who were brung to church by their owners. The blues still speaks to me today. Yes, I understand their heavy brilliance in a historical context, and I am uplifted daily by the relationship that I developed with blues guitar, and I give thanks to the source from which all that strength arises. I'm not sure exactly who has the authority to decide who is an authentic musician in any particular genre, but this conversation is definitely along my line of work. It has everything to do with knowing depth for ourselves. There may be times when people cannot appreciate your worth. Times when people may mistake your kindness for weakness. You may give your best and be told that it wasn't good enough or that it just isn't relevant. There are those of us who know what it means to give our best and to be misunderstood, underestimated, and left out. And that is a big part of the story of the blues. So I guess I'm in the right place. We must know our own authenticity. Once we exhaust the rational mind sufficiently, it can be surrendered into the big mind. It is then that the rational mind may find itself in service to the good of all. This is what it means to sing the trans-rational blues. It is the blues that is sung through all genres of everything. Trans-rational blues speaks of the transcendence of the binary, the rights and wrongs, the blacks and the whites, all those ones and zeros, the offs and ons, that field out there beyond right and wrong, which Rumi and Jesus invited us to. It's deeper than all of the ones and zeros. The trans-rational blues soars above colonizer and colonized, oppressor and oppressed. The trans-rational blues is the unsingable song that heals the inherited epigenetic trauma, those familial curses. It wants to sing with the voice of the non-binary. The trans-rational blues can be heard through the deafening roar of consumer-minded insanity. Those who risk everything may be heard wailing out these sounds. The trans-rational blues asks these questions. Who do you think you are? Now, who are you really?
I bought me some windshield wipers, but the rain did not come down. When the storm clouds blow this way, you know that part like Moses waters round this town. That's what I said. When the aquifer dries up, you better pray you made some friends. When the aquifer dries up, you know, you better pray you made some friends. Cause it's a long, long walk to water, baby, when you're headlong into the dusty wind. you.